Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2554 AMG Transport Dynamics M12S Warthog CST, or known as the Halo Warthog, and yeah, it has 968 horsepower, 1150 pounds-feet of torque from its 8 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The vehicle itself now weighs 5,121 pounds, already came with off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, as you can damn well see. And yeah, it can now do 0 to 16 3.336 seconds, 0 to 107.226 seconds, and going to a top speed of 141 miles an hour. So yeah, this isn't going to struggle with its power, it's not going to struggle with the off-road elements. All that's really got going against it is the top speed, which, yeah, being 141 mile an hour really is not enough. I did try it with the tuning and all that lot, and it wasn't working. And I could have swapped the engine out, but I wanted to keep its original engine because, yeah, it's got plenty of horsepower and a lot of torque as well, which it really does need for all of the weight that this vehicle has going for it. And yeah, it's also, you know, a unique engine. We don't have many 8 litre V8s on this game, if any. So yeah, I wanted to keep its original engine, but that does mean top speed is lacking, and we've missed the checkpoint already, unfortunately. But yeah, top speeds generally on this game are quite high in terms of what cars can do on this route. Plenty of cars can get up to more than 140 miles an hour even before the final straight. So yeah, that's really going to hinder it, but hopefully it's not enough to hinder it in terms of being a quick car. Because yeah, this is the fourth and final fictional vehicle on this game so far that we've used on this series, with the Quartz Regalia Type D being the current fastest vehicle on this series, managing a time of 2 minutes 5.085 seconds. So, which is largely like this vehicle, to be honest. It's got really rather raised suspension, it's got huge tyres and the like, but that did have a higher top speed than this. So yeah, I am worried that top speed is going to be the make or break element to this this vehicle's overall time. But as you can see, it's not struggling whatsoever with anything I'm throwing at it. This course is walk in the park for a vehicle of this type, and so is the horsepower and torque that it's got over the standard horsepower and torque ratings. They're offering up no challenge either. So yeah, the only problem with this is that top speed. It's a shame, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. It's still going to be a quick time, it's just not going to be quite as quick as the Type D. It's not going to be all that far off given its top speed. Yeah, we didn't even get 130 mile an hour at the end there. But yeah, it still managed a time of 2 minutes 7.563 seconds, which is only a couple of seconds or so behind the Quartz Regalia Type D, which remains our fastest vehicle in terms of fictional ones. It's also slower than the Quadra Turbo R VTEC, another fictional car. And where's the standard Quartz Regalia? Yeah, we're about half a second slower than the standard Quartz Regalia as well. So yeah, the slowest fictional vehicle that we've had on the series, but it has still managed to beat the likes of a Volvo 242 Turbo Evolution, Vauxhall Insignia VXR, Austin FX4 Taxi, the Ford Racing Puma, Toyota 2000 GT, and the Triumph Spitfire. Slightly behind the likes of an Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, the GMC Vandura G1500, Porsche Cayenne Turbo, Volkswagen Touareg R50, Renault 5 Turbo, and the Ford No. 5 Escort RS1800 Mark II rally car. So yeah, impressive in terms of what it can do in terms of off-road capabilities. Was a walk in the park in terms of dealing with the extra horsepower and torque, but that top speed at the end of the day is what slowed it down. It would have easily been, you know, top 100, maybe even top 50 if that top speed was faster, but it just wasn't. And that's, yeah, what happens at the end of the day. Not all cars are perfect, and some do have an Achilles heel which ultimately stops it from being as quick as it could have been. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.